It's week 12 of 2022. This is Talkin Science. A collaboration between Western Sydney University and the US Air Force sees world-first camera tech yield results on the space station. An artificial intelligence proof of concept in the West Australian desert for meteorite hunting, and stratospheric changes identified following the Black Summer bushfires.
This is Trekzone's Talkin Science.
A reminder that Trekzone membership is available via the join button under each video on YouTube or via the trek.zone/support. Plus Trekzone's on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and your favourite podcast feed. Find us, like, follow and subscribe. And of course, don't forget the website full of Star Trek episodes and screen caps. Now let's dive in. First up this week, Western Sydney University and the United States Air Force Academy have successfully received neuromorphic data sent from space after launching a set of world-first neuromorphic cameras to the International Space Station. Developed by the university's International Centre for Neuromorphic Systems, the space-based cameras are part of Project Falcon Neuro, a joint initiative between the university and the United States Air Force. The neuromorphic cameras are designed for Earth observation and analysis of atmospheric events such as sprites, a fascinating high-altitude phenomenon caused by upward electrical discharges from thunderstorms. The International Centre for Neuromorphic Systems lead researcher, Associate Professor Gregory Cohen, says these event-based cameras, as they are often called, are a completely different type of sensor that operates more like a biological eye than a conventional camera, saying these cameras don't take pictures but rather sense changes and only send those when they happen. Falcon Neuro was launched just before Christmas last year aboard SpaceX's CRS-24 space station resupply mission. The Australian Nuclear Science and Technology Organisation is collaborating with a startup company on the development of robust nuclear-based power solutions for satellites and space vehicles. Last year, the company was part of a team that received an Australian Space Agency Moon to Mars Demonstrator Feasibility Grant to design a radioisotope heater unit for operation during extremely cold lunar nights. The project encompasses the selection of a radiation source, design of a pellet using numerical heat transfer and radiation transport models, design of a ballistic casing and thermal shielding, manufacturing of a prototype, testing and logistics and regulatory changes for the irradiation. Future Now Scholarship recipient and nuclear engineer Dr. Martis Hall saying a large chunk of the work package was the responsibility of the startup company Uranus Systems. Researchers at Curtin University in Western Australia have recovered a freshly fallen meteorite after pinpointing its exact location on the vast Nullarbor Plain with a new technique that uses a drone to collect footage of the landscape that's then scanned using artificial intelligence. The find at Cobo Station late last year was a successful demonstration of the new method, which has the potential to greatly increase the number of recovered meteorites, particularly those observed as they fall through the atmosphere. Curtin's Space Science and Technology Centre lead researcher and graduate student Seamus Anderson saying a camera-fitted drone flies over and collects images of the fall zone, which are transferred to the field computer where an algorithm scans each image for meteorites and features that resemble them. Another potential application for these camera-equipped drones include wildlife management and conservation, with the technology easily adapted to identifying flora and fauna. Well, US and Canadian research has determined smoke from the Black Summer bushfires in 2019-2020 on Australia's east coast produced unexpected and extreme changes to stratospheric gases beyond any seen in the previous 15 years of measuring. Massive amounts of smoke were injected into the atmosphere by the devastating bushfires that raised tens of thousands of square kilometres in the height of the summer before COVID, with fire crews battling blazes on multiple fronts across 3 states over almost a 2-month period. The findings illustrate the large and long-lasting impact that increasing bushfire activity worldwide can have on Earth's atmosphere. The more intense a bushfire, the more pyrocumulonimbus clouds are formed, leading to heat-induced plumes engines known to inject massive amounts of smoke and other combustion gases high into the stratosphere, which can affect climate and atmospheric composition in currently ill-defined ways. According to findings studied from the infrared spectrometer data gathered by the Atmospheric Chemistry Experiment satellite, this influx of smoke resulted in extreme disturbances in stratospheric gas concentrations, including increases in chlorine-bearing compounds, which have the potential to destroy ozone. Leading Australian launch service provider Southern Launch and Peak Body Engineers Australia have signed a service-level agreement that will propel the careers of the company's engineering team. This is great news. One of the key benefits to this agreement will see all Southern Launch engineers provided with Engineers Australia membership, gaining access to its substantial library of engineering journals and technical resources. Furthermore, the agreement provides Southern Launch engineers the opportunity for recognition through their annual awards program. General Manager of Infrastructure at Southern Launch, Andrew Curran, said the agreement between Southern Launch and Engineers Australia will drive recognition for our team's innovations and accomplishments while demonstrating Southern Launch's strive for excellence to the global profession. Being a member of EA has assured success within my own career, and I'm excited to see this agreement give Southern Launch engineers the same opportunity for success in their own careers. Well, that's the Talkin Science bite-sized roundup. Dr. Brad Tucker is back next week for a dive across the biggest stories of the month from around the world. For now, though, I'm Matt Miller. Thanks for watching.